Listen closely to my words, for they hold truths about anger that you've never heard. To live above anger is to live above weakness. To master yourself so fully that no insult, no slight, no provocation can shake you is the highest form of power. Most men are slaves to their emotions. They are pulled like animals on chains by the words of others, by petty gestures, by imagined disrespect. They rise in rage, they lash out blindly, and in doing so, they reveal their own vulnerability. A man who is angered easily is a man who can be controlled easily. He announces to the world exactly which string to pull, exactly which wound to press. He becomes a puppet, and others become his masters. If you wish to rise above all men, then you must become untouchable. You must be carved from stone so that blows land but do not break, words strike but do not penetrate, insults are thrown but never pierce. To never be angry is the secret of the coldest heart. It allows you to stay clear-headed while everyone around you loses theirs. It lets you act while they are paralyzed with rage. It lets you see clearly while they are blinded with hate. And yet they attack you. Everyone thinks they can push your buttons, that they can provoke your wrath. They goad you, taunt you, tempt you to show a crack in your armor. They want to see you bleed. And if they succeed, your destruction begins. But you must deny them this pleasure. Most men lack this immunity. They are childish. They react. They lash out like dogs fighting over a bone. They believe that if they do not respond, they will lose face. But you must teach them otherwise. Teach them that a man who never reacts is the most feared of all. Men love to test others. They want to see if they can upset you, if they can make you waver. Don't play their game. Never let them win this cheap victory. A man who is never bothered, who does not take the bait, who does not give them the satisfaction of a response is a man who cannot be defeated. Others can only beat a man into submission. They cannot bend your spirit because there is no spirit to bend. Your reaction is your surrender. To react is to submit to their game. To be calm is to win. Don't chase after lost causes. Forget about retribution. You are not the judge, jury, and executioner. Those roles belong to life itself. As the tide recedes, so do many of life's problems. As the sun rises, so do new solutions. Calm is what allows you to wait for justice to arrive. It is the virtue that lets you transcend petty squabbles, but you must guard this virtue fiercely. Do not squander it on every passing irritation. Calmness is an invaluable resource. Use it sparingly, like a treasure, and soon you will find that nothing bothers you. You will have trained yourself to let insignificant things slide off your back. Your serenity will become impenetrable. But you must be careful not to confuse numbness with calm. There is a difference. Numbness is a withdrawal into oneself, a retreat behind a wall of detachment. Calm is a fortress open to the world, confident and self-aware. You are not bothered because you are connected to everything, not because you are disconnected. Many try to numb their feelings, to bury their emotions under work, pleasures, distractions. They escape into dreams instead of facing reality. They become ghosts, haunting empty mansions of their own making. Do not follow this path. To be bothered is human. To stop feeling altogether is inhuman. It is unnatural. To be truly calm, you must be fully alive. And being fully alive means being fully engaged in the world. You must not run from life. You must dive into it with open eyes and arms wide. Only then can you weather any storm. Only then can you remain calm while others are battered by the wind. When you become as rooted as the mountain, as steady as the ocean, nothing can ruffle your surface. Even in the face of death, you will feel no disturbance. You will accept whatever comes with equanimity. For you know that everything is impermanent, everything passes. Nothing can harm you if you don't give it power. Nothing can disturb you if you don't invite it in. To be bothered is optional. It is a choice you make every time you give in to your emotions, but you can't stop choosing. Stop giving in to your anger. Stop letting it dictate your actions. Break the cycle. Stop reacting. The next time a man provokes you, do not respond. Look at him calmly. Consider his outburst as nothing more than a mosquito's buzz. Just as you wouldn't lower yourself to argue with a fly, do not lower yourself to argue with another man's foolishness. Be bigger than his petty provocation. Rise above his pettiness and stay quiet. Let him exhaust himself. Let him tire himself out with his buzzing. Do not feed his madness with your attention. Let him retreat, frustrated and confused. He needs you to react. Don't give him that satisfaction. Don't give him any reaction at all. Stay still like a rock. Stay silent like the grave. Let him depart, defeated and dejected. You have denied him the kill that would have made him feel alive. Now he is dying inside, slowly withering away from lack of attention, but you are busy building yourself up. You are getting stronger and wiser every day. You are becoming a force to be reckoned with. The one who walks away from anger is the one who wins in the end. Remember, calmness is your best revenge. When you remain calm in the face of provocation, you become immune to other people's games. You are no longer a pawn in their game of emotional manipulation. You refuse to be pulled along by their strings. You realize that reacting is the ultimate defeat. It gives your enemy the victory he seeks. It feeds his ego and boosts his confidence. Do not reward your enemy's bad behavior. Don't let him bask in the glow of his imagined triumph. Turn your back on him and walk away. That is the most powerful message you can send. Don't stoop to his level. You are a king, he is a peasant. Kings don't bother with peasants. Let him scream, rant, and rave. Let him throw himself into a rage. Let him destroy himself with his own anger. You stay calm, composed, and self-assured. You turn away and continue on your path. You are focused on your journey, your mission, your purpose. Nothing else matters. You don't look back. You don't engage. You don't defend. You keep moving forward, leaving the angry man behind in a cloud of dust. You are strong enough to handle any situation without losing your cool. You trust yourself to stay in control of your emotions. You know that anger is a weakness, a vulnerability that can be exploited. You have studied the art of mental toughness. You have trained your mind to stay sharp and clear under pressure. You have learned from the best, studied their techniques, absorbed their teachings. You have put in the work, sweat, time, and effort to build up your emotional resilience. Now it's second nature to you. Your mental health is solid, unwavering. You have cultivated a sense of inner peace. You have developed a strong sense of self-awareness. You understand your emotions, but you refuse to let them control you. You know how to take a step back, breathe deeply, and center yourself. You have learned to manage your stress and anxiety. You practice mindfulness, engage in physical exercise, and get plenty of rest. You eat healthy foods, avoid drugs and alcohol. You have built a strong support network of friends and family who respect and support you. You don't shy away from seeking professional help when needed. You have done the work to become resilient, and now nothing bothers you. You are unstoppable. The truth is brutal. Being bothered, enraged, or angered by others is a sign of inferiority. Those who walk through life easily undisturbed and unfazed are the true superiors. It is your responsibility to remain strong enough so that nobody can disturb your inner peace. Men provoke not to harm you directly, but to unbalance you. They want to see you lose control because that is their reality. If you are quick to rage, they will study you. They will learn your habits, your impulses, your blind spots. Soon you will become predictable, and the predictable man is already defeated. Never allow anyone to predict you. Now listen to me carefully. Surprise is the companion of power. Calmness makes you unknowable. Your reaction to their tricks and traps will always reveal your level. A man who has never been troubled is an enigma, a riddle, and men dislike riddles. They prefer obvious threats. Such a man cannot be manipulated, bribed, or blackmailed. Nobody understands him. Nobody knows his true potential. He seems dull, yet he is dangerous. Like a dormant volcano that nobody takes seriously, but it is ready to erupt and destroy everyone. I will say it again. To remain unshaken when others expect fury is to strike terror without raising your hand. As much as possible, avoid emotional reactions, especially in public. This is a sign of weakness that invites trouble. Remain as impassive as the rock. Let others strike themselves out. Now here is a hard truth. Most of those who try to bother you are looking for validation. They seek attention, admiration, and praise. Do not give it to them. They wish to see their importance reflected in your reaction. That is why they challenge you. That is why they infuriate you. They desire to be acknowledged. But by growing angry, you feed them, you make them important. You validate their existence by giving them the power to disrupt your internal state. But by remaining calm, you reduce them to nothing. Imagine a child screaming for attention. If you match his noise, he wins. If you remain silent, his voice collapses into the void. His tantrum ends. Treat all provocateurs as children. Let them cry, let them shout, let them waste themselves in noise. Their rage betrays their emptiness. Their insignificance will strangle them faster than your anger ever could. Here is the paradox. To live without being bothered is to master perspective. Every insult is temporary. Every slight fades. The man who insults you today will be dust tomorrow. Why sacrifice your eternal calm for the momentary sting of a fool's words? Think of yourself as time itself. Time does not rage at the storms that pass. Time does not tremble at the insults of mortals. It simply endures, devours, outlasts. If you take this perspective, nothing can shake you. You must also remember that anger weakens your mask. The world sees what you allow it to see. If you are calm, you appear wise. If you are silent, you appear powerful. But if you are angry, you appear desperate. The mask falls, the illusion cracks, and your enemies see the frightened man beneath. Do not allow them such victory. Guard your mask with your life, and remember, the calm mask is invincible. This brings us to another critical point. When you are truly strong and self-assured, you have nothing to prove to anyone. You do not need to engage in arguments to establish your superiority. If someone dares to question your abilities, simply ignore them. Their doubts reflect their own insecurities, not your strengths. In fact, doubts often arise from our own uncertainties. When we are unsure of ourselves, we try to gauge others' perceptions to confirm our own beliefs. So, if someone doubts your capabilities, consider it an opportunity to prove yourself. However, do not feel the need to confront or convince them. Instead, focus on your goals and achievements. Let your success speak for itself. Over time, your accomplishments will silence any doubt and establish your reputation. Also, you must observe everything. You are the observer, not the participant. Watch others closely. Study their gestures, the tremor in their hands, the tone of their voices, the subtle expressions on their faces. Analyze the words they choose and the pauses they make. These are the signs that reveal their true thoughts and intentions. Understand this. Their anger blinds them, but their blindness sharpens your sight. In the moment they believe they are strongest, they are most vulnerable. The calm man sees every weakness revealed, and he remembers. One day he will use it. But never forget, a calm exterior can be deceiving. People often underestimate you, believing you to be harmless and unremarkable. They fail to recognize the intricate workings of your mind. They don't realize that you're meticulously observing, analyzing, and strategizing. Use this to your advantage. Let them underestimate your abilities and intentions. Allow them to believe whatever they want about you. For as they sleep soundly in their ignorance, you can work tirelessly towards your goals without interference. Their complacency will become their downfall. And when the time comes, you will strike them down without warning, leaving them bewildered and defeated. And here is a harsh truth. Most men are destroyed not by enemies, but by themselves. Anger burns from within, corroding judgment, draining strength, poisoning the body. A man who rages constantly shortens his life and undermines his mind. He makes mistakes, loses allies, and creates enemies where there need be none. In this way, the angry man is his own executioner. But the calm man, the one who is never disturbed, lives longer, rules longer, and strikes only when necessary. He saves his fire for moments of true consequence. And thus his fire burns brighter, hotter, deadlier. To never be bothered is to see life as a game of pieces on a board. The pawns will move, the knights will leap, the queens will strike. What of it? Why should the player be upset at the moves of the pieces? He already knows the game is his to command. Treat men as pieces and their insults as predictable movements. You are not a piece, you are the player. The player does not get angry, he calculates. Remember, too, that in life there are few true friends and many false ones. Unfortunately, the human condition is such that most people you meet will only seek to benefit from you. You must be vigilant and discerning in choosing your company. Real friendships are rare, and you must cherish and protect them. Keep your circle tight and trust only those who have proven themselves worthy. When selecting your friends, ensure they possess 3 essential qualities: courage, loyalty, and competence. A true friend will always tell you the truth, even if it may sting. They will not sugarcoat things for your benefit, but rather provide you with an objective view of reality. Such honesty is crucial for your growth and well-being. True friends are also fiercely loyal. They will stand by your side through thick and thin, offering unwavering support in times of need. Loyalty is the cornerstone of any lasting relationship, and you should value friends who demonstrate this quality. Finally, a competent friend is one who possesses skills and knowledge that complement yours. Such a friend can assist you in various endeavors, providing valuable insights and helping you overcome challenges. Competence in a friend is an asset that can greatly benefit your life. By keeping these qualities in mind, you will be better equipped to identify and nurture genuine friendships, surrounded by people who genuinely care about your welfare and are committed to your success. To live without being bothered is to see life as a game of pieces on a board. The pawns will move, the knights will leap, the queens will strike. What of it? Why should the player be upset at the moves of the pieces? He already knows the game is his to command. Treat men as pieces and their insults as predictable movements. You are not a piece, you are the player. The player does not get angry. He calculates. In the end, you must understand that anger is a trap, a carefully laid snare by your enemy. Don't fall into it. Always remind yourself that anger is a surrender, the surrender of your throne to the enemy. If you would rule, you must never surrender. Rule not only others, but rule yourself. The man who rules himself cannot be ruled by anyone. This is why calmness is not weakness. It is absolute domination. To live untouchable, unbothered, unshaken is to live as a king in a world of slaves. By the way, if you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love. Until next time.